stars, Robert Downey Jr., and a vast amount of characters that are voiceovers with a lot of the animals, like John Cena, Olivia Spencer, Tom Holland, Selena Gomez, just to name a few. There's a lot of them out there, and even though there's a lot of them, not a lot of them do a lot of voicing because some of the characters are very minimal in these roles. But that is something well. But what is Dolittle about? Pretty simple. Robert Downey Jr., Dr. Dolittle can talk to animals, but in this one, his wife goes on a voyage to find an island and she passes away, but now he's kind of closed off in this fortress that the Queen of England's given to him to take care of these animals, but the Queen of England is very sick, and now, if she dies, Michael Sheen's character, takes over, and Dr. Dolittle does not have a home for him or his animals. So what I like about this movie, now to start off with, you have a lot of online critics saying this movie's dog shit, this movie's awful. Is it as bad as what they're saying? No, it is not. It is a kid's movie, and you could tell there are flaws in this movie. However, you could tell it has been a post-production hell of what they're doing. People say, oh, it's a rough movie, it's just not good. It's a kid's movie about talking animals, and they try to do a very unique twist, kind of putting like a Pirates of the Caribbean / Golden Compass kind of aspect to it. And I kind of dug it. And people are also saying there's too many fart jokes and everything like that. I mean, I kind of dug the fart jokes. I guess the one thing people didn't like was the dragon fart joke. But it kind of makes sense because that's what dragons do. And iron doesn't, digest probably in a stomach for anyone. Shit, even humans, the boba tea little pebbles, that's blocking people's digestive tract. So why can't that do the same for dragons? So that didn't give me a fault at all. I can tell it looked great. The CGI was good, not great. And I think that's what one of the major faults for me is they relied on too much CGI in this movie. Of all the animals with CGI, which I understand that. But Emma Thompson's also in this. She's the parrot, Polly. I just wanted more realism with some of the animals, which is a bummer. But I understand why they were doing it, what kind of Doolittle story they were trying to tell. But the CGI a little bit, and also just the editing / cutting of some scenes. You could tell there's a lot of missing, deleted scenes, extended scenes in this movie, but they decided, cut here, cut here, cut here. And the transition of point A to B doesn't work all the time in this movie. And you could just totally tell that whatsoever. But is Dolittle a bad movie is what people are saying? No, it is not. It is a serviceable movie about talking animals. Robert Downey Jr. does his job. I found the story to be unique, different, interesting, even though they do kind of not tell how Dolittle figured out how he could talk to animals and how this kid can really quick learn how animals are talking to each other. Which, like I said, there are flaws in this movie. It is not a perfect movie at all whatsoever. But it is not an abomination with what people are saying. I just wish I could see the final version of how, and also the transitioning of like how Dolittle kind of like talks like that to the gorilla, but then all of a sudden it goes to human contact or human language, and I always get curious like where's that transition in the story, because is it like Dolittle could do both, but the kid can only do one type? It doesn't explain it, but it's a kid's movie. It's just supposed to have talking animals, fun, unique, dark. There are some dark messages in this movie as well. Like I said, they're just trying to do something different. And on some aspects it works, and some aspects it doesn't. And that's what I'm going to say about Dolittle. So because of that, Dolittle will receive a 2.5 out of 5 Futons, which equals at 50%. So see, the critics' news scores did give Dolittle. So you have 19% with 129 critics, but a 76 with the audience score with 178. Here's critic consensus. Dolittle may be enough to entertain very young viewers, but they deserve better than this rote adaptations, jumbled story, and stale humor. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too much of a kid. I kind of thought some of the humor was funny. Yeah, the story, they tried to do something different, and it failed in that aspect. But the movie as a whole is still a serviceable movie that is watchable, in my opinion. And everyone that's like, nah. I just think they're pompous, and they don't like fart jokes. And there's nothing wrong with fart jokes here and there. But do you agree with the 50, this 19, or the 76? Chase the Blue Futon, comment, subscribe. Well, no thing is Bhutan, Toby, Bhuftonians. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. And if you could talk to one animal in the world, what would it be? People say, oh, I would talk to my dog. But I think I would like to talk to like something ridiculous like a lion or a polar bear or something. I think that'd be kind of more cool. You know what I mean? Or do you not?